Coach Kieckhefer along with Pete Ferreri, post-game show on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Coach, I'm glad we didn't have to go to 5 tonight. What happened in set 4? What did you tell the team to make sure that didn't happen again?
Yeah, we came out hot. I think offensively our offense dipped a little bit there in set 3. And credit to Stevens, their offense took off, man. They were, I think they hit 500 in set 3, and they made some good adjustments with their offense. We struggled to serve them out of system like we had in 1 and 2 to really make their offense predictable. So, you're playing the number 1 team in the country. They're going to respond to being down 0-2. And Dan Beering is a good friend of mine from Stevens. He got those guys riled up out of that timeout, or out of the set 3-2 break. And of course they responded. They're one of the best teams in the country. That's a great high-level match for us. We dropped maybe the first 2 big matches for us, and we got that one. So proud of our response. Mitch Geiger off the bench, 2 big serves out of a timeout that get us away and give us that set 4 win. Really proud of him. Kyle Radecki was unbelievable all night tonight on the opposite. They kind of went at him one-on-one, and he took advantage of it. So that's been the thing that we've been missing for a really long time, is some pressure from the right pin. And Kyle Radecki's really stepped up for us in that moment. So proud of him. And a big dub for the Birds, man. Like, anytime you beat the number 1 team in the country, it's a lot of fun. And God, the crowd here, you got to talk about that. It was so much fun to play in front of a packed house. We unveiled the fire pit today for the student body, and they showed up big time. So thank you so much to the Carthage College students. The energy in this facility, I hope they had a lot of fun, because the energy in this facility was unbelievable. Thank you to all the alumni that came out tonight. We had over 30 alumni out tonight. It was so much fun to be a part of. I love getting to coach this group, and I love being a part of this program, and I can't thank those alumni enough for welcoming me in with open arms.
After your win against the Banana Slugs, you told me that's a season-defining win to take you possibly to a 3-peat. It seems you're on the right path here. One thing that I wanted to call out, McNulty's serving had me fooled up in the booth sometimes. Some of his back sets were some of the best I've seen him all season. Is that something he's worked on this year, or just absolutely clicking with who he's been with?
Yeah, Gene, it's a different offense this year comparative to years in the past with Kyle Radecki on the right pin. We don't have as much pressure on the left maybe without Matt Slavinsky, which we knew coming in. So we knew we had to redefine ourselves a little bit. Really proud of the way we've done that and getting Kyle Radecki involved in the match. Our middles, Gene did a great job distributing the ball all night long to what was open, and it was one-on-one everywhere. But David Marcus and Zach Voltice, their presence in the center of the court allows one-on-ones everywhere. Yeah. And it's, Gene, Zach, David, and we have incredible middles across this roster. Kyle, Josiah, Ty, Ryan Cholo, our entire middle group, all 6 of them are unbelievable. But David and Zach, man, they just create so many mismatches for us out there, and it's when we can pass, it's easy to win.
Carter Schmidt tied his season high, 16 kills, in 4 sets this time. Again, just the attack from everywhere. Like you mentioned, it just set up one-on-ones. How do you get your team motivated in the sense hey, you're going to have those opportunities now? Fire as hard as you can. I
mean, you don't have to get them motivated. They love when they got 2 hands in their face. When you get to swing at nobody up or only 1 guy up, you're scoring 90% of the time. They love that opportunity. You get them motivated for that. You got to get them motivated to pass the ball, and then we can go one-on-one. And Gene makes great decisions to go one-on-one. Yeah. So the motivation is to make sure we stay locked in serve receive, and just stay locked in. Period. When we stay locked in and stop our brains from wandering, when we get locked in on what's in front of us in that next play and being present, we're one of the best teams in the country. Really proud of our guys.
Last one I want to ask, some very close calls. How do you as a coach say, hey, stay within yourselves, the officials are going to call it both ways, don't let that influence you, because that's something that happened against the Slugs, and it happened a bit here tonight with the Ducks. Your team stay composed.
I think, I'm getting older. I'm not old, I guess, yet, but I'm getting older. And trying to stay in control of your emotions in a big moment. If I get emotional, then they're going to get emotional. They get emotional. It makes the team bring some anxiety. Yeah. And that's what we had early in the year. We just had some anxiety in big moments. And so trying to stay calm, even if you're arguing with the ref and think the ref is wrong, trying to stay calm about looking into that next play. And the guys, G. McNulty and Carter Schmidt, our 2 captains this year, are really doing a great job of communicating in big moments and not just letting the anxiety stay, but trying to lock in with each other and communicate through that empty space and then trying to turn it. So I actually want to give another big shout out to Jack McDonald today. Learning how to play libero, he dug a lot of balls early in that first set, things he hadn't done all season, and he passed the ball phenomenally today in such a big moment. The libero is such an unsung hero for you because they're not making first contacts, they're not doing third contacts. but Jack's presence in the backcourt today, some big digs. He passed the ball incredibly well today. Mitch Geiger in serve receive passed the ball incredibly well today. And Drew Jansen came up big with some big, huge swings in set 4 to keep us going. It takes a village, man. It takes a complete roster. And I love these 21 guys across the board in the practice gym. We're just battling as hard as we can in the practice gym, and it allows us to go out and do this tonight. So it takes a village. It takes an entire team. We're not this good if we don't have an entire roster that's this good and has great practice gym culture, and everybody buying in to win a three-peat, win a national championship. So proud of this group. Really proud of this group.
Well, Coach, congrats on ring night, banner night, and a huge win against number 1. We'll see you soon.
Appreciate it. Go Birds.
All right, that was Coach Kieckhefer. A huge win against number 1 ranked team in the nation and in their region, the Ducks of Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, for yours truly, Peter Ferrari, a 4-set victory of Carthage over Stevens. I want to thank you all for watching on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. For EP, Mike Love, producer John Voinovich, for the rest of the staff, Natasha, Laura, Emma, Zoe, and Alyssa. Folks, this has been a presentation of Carthage College, copyright 2023. We'll see you down the road. Have a good night.